December 2, 2001. Enron Corporation, once hailed as America's most innovative company, files for bankruptcy. Thousands of employees lose their jobs and life savings. Billions in shareholder value evaporates overnight. But how did a company once worth $70 billion crumble so spectacularly? To understand Enron's downfall, we must first examine its meteoric rise. This is the story of ambition, innovation, and ultimately, one of the greatest frauds in corporate history. In 1985, Kenneth Lay merged Houston Natural Gas with InterNorth, creating what would soon be known as Enron. Lay, the son of a Baptist preacher, had a vision that was as ambitious as it was daring. Lay believed in deregulation and free markets, seeing them not just as ideological principles, but as gateways to enormous profit. His vision for Enron was revolutionary, to transform it from a traditional energy company into a market maker. Enter Jeff Skilling, a Harvard-educated consultant who joined Enron in 1990. Skilling brought a new level of ambition and intellect to the company. He championed the idea of turning Enron into an energy bank, trading energy like a commodity. Under Lay and Skilling's leadership, Enron's culture shifted dramatically. They promoted a workplace of big ideas, where risk was celebrated and ambition rewarded. Skilling introduced a rank-and-yank system, firing the bottom 15% of employees annually. By the late 1990s, Enron had become a Wall Street darling. It was hailed as one of the most innovative companies in America, expanding aggressively into new markets and establishing itself as a powerhouse in energy trading. But behind Enron's glittering facade, a much darker reality was taking shape. Andrew Fastow, the company's CFO, was instrumental in maintaining the illusion of Enron's success. Fastow devised complex financial schemes that made Enron appear far more profitable than it truly was. His most infamous creations were special-purpose entities, or SPEs, with cryptic names like LJM and Raptor. These off-balance sheet entities allowed Enron to transfer liabilities off its books while simultaneously reporting phony profits. It was financial smoke and mirrors, convincing to outsiders, but hiding significant risks. Meanwhile, Enron was expanding aggressively into ventures far removed from its core energy business. Broadband services, weather derivatives, and even the concept of trading bandwidth became Enron's new frontiers. Each of these ventures was hyped as revolutionary, but they lacked clear strategies or profitability. When they failed to deliver, Enron's executives resorted to further accounting tricks to keep the stock price soaring. By 2000, Enron's stock had reached an all-time high of $90.75. The company was riding high, but the foundation of its success was built on sand. The cracks in Enron's facade began to show in early 2001. Bethany McLean, a journalist from Fortune magazine, asked a simple but damning question. How does Enron make its money? As scrutiny intensified, Sharon Watkins, a vice president within Enron, wrote a now-famous whistleblowing letter to Ken Lay. She warned of an elaborate accounting hoax that could bring the company to ruin. The house of cards began to collapse. In October 2001, the Wall Street Journal published a damning exposé, revealing the extent of CFO Andrew Fastow's conflicts of interest and personal enrichment through Enron's off-balance sheet entities. Investors began dumping Enron stock. The company's share price, which had peaked at nearly $91 the year before, plummeted to less than $1 by November 2001. On December 2, 2001, Enron filed for bankruptcy, the largest in U.S. history at the time. Thousands of employees lost their jobs and life savings. The company's collapse wiped out billions in shareholder value. The fallout was far-reaching. Arthur Andersen, Enron's auditor, was convicted of obstruction of justice and dissolved. The scandal led to the passage of the Sarbanes-Oxley Act, aimed at improving corporate accountability. Key figures faced legal consequences. In 2006, Skilling was sentenced to 24 years in prison, while Lay died of a heart attack before his sentencing. The Enron scandal serves as a stark reminder of the dangers of unchecked corporate greed and the importance of ethical business practices. It forever changed the landscape of corporate governance and continues to be a cautionary tale in business schools around the world.